Hi there folks, thanks for clicking onto my channel today. This is Cooking with Sasha China, and today I'm going to show you how I do meatloaf stuffed with cheese and wrapped in good old bacon. Alrighty, so what we've got on the chopping board today is obviously some minced beef there, some bacon. I've got some chopped pickles that I've chopped up, red onion, garlic and some carrots. You're going to need an egg. I put in some paprika, parsley, and obviously I've got my rainbow peppercorn grinder, some salt, some breadcrumbs, some cheese, and obviously just a tiny bit of barbecue sauce as well. So there's heaps of different recipes on how to do meatloaf. This is how I do them. Alrighty, let's get cooking. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is obviously get yourself a bowl, but even before that, the first thing is to get yourself a little pan, because we're going to fry off the onions and garlic first. I know some people can add them in raw. I like to cook them off first, and obviously we're going to be serving tonight's dinner with some potatoes and green beans. Okay, so we're going to fry off the onions and garlic now. Okay, so I added in the garlic now, and I added a bit of salt and pepper to the onions as well. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to let that cook down, obviously not cook it for too long, because obviously then the garlic will get real bitter. Okay, so that's done. Turn off the gas and take it to the side and let it cool. Okay, so let's actually tilt this up a little bit more. Okay, so now that you've actually fried off your onions and garlic, put that to the side, let it cool down for a bit. Now we're gonna get on with the other ingredients here. Sorry, sounds like I farted, but I haven't. It's the floorboards. Right, so the first thing we're gonna do, let's tilt this down. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add in our pepper, our salt, and our parsley, and obviously paprika. We're going to pop these into my cooking bowl here. So we're gonna quickly do this. I like to add it in at the bottom and then mix it in at the top as well. Now I'm going to try and do this video quick because I know that sometimes the videos do go on for a bit. I still haven't got used to, well, editing the videos. Paprika. So we've got the pepper, salt, parsley. I'm sorry, I keep burping. It's really bad of me. And now we're going to add in the breadcrumbs as well. Just a tinsy spints. Just a tinsy amount. I know people like to measure them and stuff. I personally don't like to measure. That's just how I cook. Okay, so, right, so we've got that in there now. Actually do that so you guys can see a bit more. So we've got our dry ingredients in there. We're then going to add in some of the mince. And just pop that in there and just get rid of that paper film there. It's pretty nasty. And now you've got that mince in there, what I'm going to do now is add in some of the carrot. And then, I know I'm literally just holding this like it's hanging. It's a cliffhanger. Add in a bit of the pickles as well, or the gherkins, whatever you want to call them. And now we're just going to mix it together. Now this is where you've got to be careful. You can't over mix the meat, because then it gets real, just real, what's the word? I want to say tense, but the word is not tense. The word is something else. Okay, I'm going to actually take off my glove here and add in a bit of the pepper on the top bit now, because I want it to get some real flavour all the way through. It's quite a nice pepper grinder actually. It's the rainbow peppercorn grinder there, and obviously add in a bit of parsley as well, and your paprika as well. So, alright, we're just going to mix that all up. We'll come back when that's all done. Okay, so what I've done here now, I've added in small breadcrumbs. I've added in the onions and garlic. They've cooled down nicely. and I've added in the egg. So now I'm just going to keep mixing this all together. Obviously I'm not going to do it too hard that it's going to become real dense. We want it to be light and not just like a solid meatball. We want it to be quite meaty yet, I don't even know the word I'm looking for. I can tell you if I was eating it, but I don't know. Sorry guys, I'm feeling a bit down today. Never mind. You can all be my agony aunt. No, I'm only joking. Alright, so we're going to mix that all together. And I'm now going to add in the rest of the carrot. Okay. And the rest of the gherkins or pickles, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so put those in the sink in a minute. And get the rest of the carrots. Okay. We'll come back when this is all done. Okay, so now that you've got your meat mixture all sorted, you're now going to want to get your bacon. So obviously I've got 2 packs here, but I just want to see how far this will get me. Now that I've actually looked at it, I don't think it'll get me very far. Hey ho. So I've got my dish, or my loaf tin, whatever you want to call them, and I've put in some seasoning at the bottom here because that's actually going to be the top. So now what we're going to do, we're going to get our pieces of bacon. We're going to just lay them lengthways all along the pan like this, and then obviously some at the end as well, because when we put the meat in, we're going to just fold over the bacon. So that's what we're going to do now. I would show you, but then that involves me having to touch the camera while having touched raw bacon. So I'm going to do some, show you, and then, you know, we'll go from there. That makes no sense, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, so we're done. So obviously that's the bacon there, as you can see, and obviously I've left some bits overhanging because then once I put the meat mixture in, we're going to fold it over. Righto, so grab your spoon. Actually, let's just move that slightly out of the way there. It is on the baking tray. Again, we're just going to make sure this is all nicely mixed together, which it is. Make sure none of it is running away. And now we're going to add it into, that's a bit of a waste of time, wasn't it? Bottom layer into there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to grab my glove. I'm going to do it right hand this time. There are 2 gloves. And I'm just going to pop it into the bottom bit like that. Sorry, my floorboards keep creaking. Old house. So you're going to put half of the mixture in the bottom like that. You're going to pat it down. Make sure you get them right in the gaps like that. Try and squish it down, but then at the same time, in the middle, just run your fingers down it, and we're going to want to make a little bit of a trench, so to speak. A trench, because that's when, don't know, can you see that? I've kind of made it into a trench. Now, what you're going to do now is take off the glove, because I know some of you guys don't use gloves, but that's entirely up to you. They are clean gloves. Put that like that. It's not touching anything. Get your cheese. Perfect. Get your cheese and literally just sprinkle it right in there. Okay, I'm using grated mozzarella. Put it in there. It doesn't have to be pretty. Actually, in fact, whack the whole blinking thing in. There you go. Got it there. Now, time for a little bit of the barbecue sauce. So, we're going to add in just a smudge. If that makes any sense. Just a smudge. Wow. That came out like a fart. Right. Pop your glove back on. Make sure it doesn't go flinging anything anywhere. Okay, so that's all nicely done there. Now I get the rest of the meat and literally just pile that meat on like so. So we're just going to keep doing that, and then once we're done with that, I will come back to you when we're done. And Okay, so now the meat is nice and level in there, you're going to want to grab your pieces of bacon and just fling them over the top. Now, it is meant to, usually it does actually reach over and it makes it into a nice little parcel, but I haven't given enough bacon to do it. Doesn't matter, no big worries there, mate. Just do what you got to do. At the end of the day, it doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be cooked, unless you're having blue steak, but it has, you know, no particulars on what it's going to look like, because this is really going to be the bottom if you want to overturn it, which is what I usually do anyway. As long as you've got the majority of it all covered, which we do here. So yeah, like that. And last one, let's make it cover that bit as well. So really, done pretty well. It's not just a few of the bits there that are popping out. Apart from that, pretty good. Glove off. So there we go. So now this is going to go in the oven. My oven has been preheating at gas mark 6. So I put it on this foil tray. It's just a lot easier to put in. So now we're going to pop this into the oven. So you can see my face there. So now we're going to pop this into the oven. We're going to cook it for about, I would say, usually I do it for about 20 minutes. Just take a look at it, see if it's okay. But in total, the time is going to be an hour and a half or an hour and 15. It depends on how quick your oven is or how fast your oven is. Electric, gas, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, this is it. And we're now going to put it in. So this is my meatloaf with stuffed with cheese and wrapped in bacon. I'm going to pop that in now. Alrighty, okay, so I pulled the meatloaf out at about an hour and 30, and this is it. So I've just cut it in the middle just to make sure that it's all cooked and everything. My potatoes, I've crushed them up and my green beans are done. So this was Cooking with Sasha China. Thank you for clicking onto my video today. This was my version of how I do bacon wrapped meatloaf stuffed with cheese. Thanks again, guys, for watching my video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them down below. And yeah, and I will reply as soon as I get a chance. Bye. See you in my next video.